Producer's Picks.
And now, the feature so many of our listeners wait for each day. Producer's Picks.
See, when I started saying it like that, Producer's Picks, I thought I would get a lot of complaints, but I actually have received 2 compliments, which is enough for me to do it forever now. Without further ado, this is the time of the show where Jared goes over all of the hot gossip and breaking news. Take it away, Jared.
Okay, so you probably have seen the CIA video that went viral. And you're wondering, why is the CIA video viral? Well, it is like you said, people thought it was a Saturday Night Live sketch. In the words of a CIA employee, she explains her experience, and she goes through it. I'll just let you get a little bit of it.
I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise.
A lot to unpack there.
It's a lot of labels.
Yes.
To say that you're not into the box checking.
Yes, you listed a lot of boxes that you actually check off before saying you are not a box checking exercise.
Jared, I have to just announce this. Joe Biden is speaking right now, and he does not have a mask on. And it says Biden speaks amid COVID confusion. Let's take a little bit of this and see what he's saying.
120 million shots in arms. And as we stand here today, almost
Chicago?
150 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. Over 105 million Americans are fully vaccinated. And among our most vulnerable populations, seniors, we're nearing 85% of those who've gotten their first shot. 70% of the seniors are now fully vaccinated.
A lot of numbers here.
It's a dramatic turnaround from where we were in January, when less than 2% of adults and less than 1% of seniors were fully vaccinated. Not only that, cases are down in 40 states these past 2 weeks. Deaths are down dramatically since January, down over 80% among seniors, which includes a drop among Hispanics of 80% and among African Americans of 70% of seniors. There are tens of thousands of Americans alive today because who would not be alive otherwise were they not had access to rapid vaccination program. Moms and dads, sisters and brothers, grandparents, neighbors, old friends, they're around now, and thank God for that. Now, where do we go from here? Well, as we anticipated, the pace of vaccination is slowing. Now the majority of American adults have already gotten their first shot. But we're still vaccinating millions of Americans every day. In fact, in the last 10 days, 1 out of every 10 adult Americans got a shot. But soon we'll have reached the adults who are most eager to get vaccinated. And at that point, this effort will shift to a new phase, which is what I want to talk about today. Our new phase will focus on 3 areas. First, children between the ages of 12 and 15 years of age. They're not yet eligible for a vaccine. The FDA scientists are currently reviewing the data to decide if and when to authorize that age range for vaccinations. The FDA and the FDA alone will make that decision. But today, I want American parents to know that if that announcement comes, we are ready to move immediately move to make about 20,000 pharmacy sites across the country ready to vaccinate those adolescents as soon as the FDA grants its okay. Now, most Americans have a vaccination site about as close as their house is near to a neighborhood school. We're also going to slip vaccines directly to pediatricians, ship them to pediatricians during the following weeks, so parents and their children can talk to their family doctor about it and get the shot from a provider they trust the most. Easy, fast, and free. And if teens are on the move this summer, they can get their first shot in one place and a second shot elsewhere. We know that adolescents are at risk from COVID-19. Though serious illness at that age range is rare, they can still get sick and spread the virus to others.
There's something so scary about it. Like, why why? I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
It's clear you are not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor like Dr. Joe Biden, so maybe I shouldn't speak on this. When you hear someone saying how we're ready, we're going to go, we're going to vaccinate everyone, and then in the next heavy breath, they say, we know that these kids aren't at risk really of getting this. It kind of makes you go, this seems contradictory.
Yes, he really seems like he must have jogged out to the podium there.
Well, every time I see him do one of these last minute kind of panic moves where he has to come out and give a speech, I do realize just how well rested he is for the more formal speeches, like the joint address. Compared to that, he looked sharp as a tack for that speech. And right now, he looks a little bit run down. Should we keep taking it? Maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, we'll take a little more.
He's in stock right then and there. Yes, you can text your zip code right now to 438829 and get texts back within minutes to places nearest to you to get a vaccination that are available immediately. So send this to your kids, your grandkids, your friends who have not been vaccinated yet. Now, I know some people find making an appointment in advance inconvenient. So starting this week, we're also going to direct all federal pharmacy partners to begin to provide walk-in hours. You'll soon be able to get vaccinated without an appointment at the vast...
We're good.
Yeah, let me translate that. We're desperate to get people vaccinated, and if you have a concern, we're going to try and make it easier. So please, please, please go get vaccinated. Go now. We're going to make it so easy. Go get vaccinated. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad people are getting vaccinated, but this whole push to get the young kids vaccinated who aren't really at high risk at all seems concerning to me.
Well, that plays into my second story for Producers Picks. This is Governor Tom Wolf of Pennsylvania. He tweeted out, effective May 31st, we are lifting COVID mitigation orders. The masking order will be lifted when 70% of Pennsylvania adults are fully vaccinated. So blackmail.
Yeah, this is blackmail.
Bullying.
Extortion.
Blackmail, extortion.
It's all part of the Democrat agenda. Really weird.
Speaking of really weird, Governor Stacey Abrams is in the news.
Yes.
Berkeley Books announced Tuesday that it had acquired the rights to 3 out-of-print novels by Abrams that she had written nearly 20 years ago under the name Selena Montgomery.
You know what this is all making me think is, Jared, we should get into the book business because everybody seems to be making books.
Yes.
I mean, Andrew Cuomo got a massive advance for his book and nobody bought it. I mean, a few people bought it at the beginning when it looked like he was going to be our president and he was the love gov and he was the most handsome man in America. But then nobody bought it. He definitely didn't make any money for the publishing company. So why can't we get in on this?
Well, it gets better because these books by Stacey Abrams are romance novels.
Ooh.
Romance novels.
Are you a fan of the genre?
I have not read a romance novel.
Really?
I probably will not read this one.
I'm reading The Other Boleyn Girl right now, and it's steamy. I wouldn't say it's a romance novel, because you know how it ends, but the beginning is romantic, I think.
Beheadings are the best part of romance.
The beginning is very steamy.
Yes, the books Rules of Engagement, The Art of Desire, and Power of Persuasion will be reissued in 2022. Abrams said, as my first novels, they remain incredibly special to me. These characters and their adventures are what I'd wish to read as a young black woman, stories that showcase women of color as nuanced, determined, and exciting. As Selena and Stacey, I'm proud to be a part of the romance writing community, excited that Berkeley is reintroducing these stories for new readers and faithful fans.
See, I have no problem with people writing novels. Wonderful for her. I'm sure, like Bernie Sanders, she will make $1 million off of this. But yeah, good for her.
All right, more COVID in the news. This is from the New York Post. A coastal town in Japan got 25 million yen, which is about $228,000 in coronavirus relief funds for the town. Guess what they did?
Oh, no. What?
They spent the money on a 42-foot long, 30-foot wide, and 13-foot high statue of a pink squid.
I thought you were going to say water slide.
Oh, no. No, this is better. You can see the picture. This is in Noto, Japan.
Wow.
It's a squid statue. And you know what? I can appreciate that. I am behind spending that money. If the government's going to give you handouts, have fun with it.
The other option is to buy a bunch of masks, which are going to end up, polluting the oceans and stuff. So if a squid is what you go with, then hey.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what your town's known for. You go for Rhode Island, the calamari capital, whatever the governor said you were. Just take your relief money and just bake a big old calamari ring. Yeah.
If we're making statues of Greta Thunberg, then why not?
All right, couple on this days. On this day in 1970, Kent State, the shooting at Kent State of the 4 students. Or
awful.
as Joe Biden said, the 40. I believe he said the 40 students.
Yeah.
Or 4 million. I don't know what. Anyway, that was this day in 1970, which unleashed Neil Young on the world, unfortunately. Also, May 4th is Star Wars Day, which is, you can see why I'm wearing my Darth Vader t-shirt. May the 4th.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you. So happy
Jared,
Star Wars Day
I was hoping
to all
I
the
wouldn't,
geeks out there.
I was hoping I wouldn't hear that joke. It is the month.
It's not a joke. It's a way of life.
The month of May brings on all of these terrible memes that are. What's the other one?
The Timberlake meme. In 2 weeks, it's going to be May.
It's gonna be May, and then May the 4th be with you. It's just whatever floats your boat, but I'm over it.
If you strike this holiday down, it will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Oh, God. Dwight Schrute has entered the office.
Dwight does not play a robot.
All right, guys. On the other side, we'll have Howie Carr. I cannot wait to talk to him because I'm noticing a trend in the news headlines. First of all, Howie's columns are trending all over the Boston Herald, but there's another topic that seems to be creeping back in. And no, it's not COVID. It's not Charlie Bacon, but I think you guys will be interested in this. Do not go anywhere. Maybe we'll have a couple more Biden cuts depending on what he's saying right now. I can't believe he's still going. It's been over like 3 minutes at this point. We'll be back with the captain. Don't go anywhere. This is the Grace Curley Show.